Hi, Kushal.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Uh, would you start with your introduction, please?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Khushal Gupta. I reside in the third cleanest city of India, Navi Mumbai. I completed my senior secondary education from Delhi Public School, Navi Mumbai, where I secured 95.2% in 10th and 94.8% in 12th with commerce and applied maths. I have a lot of varied interests, like sports. I represented my team in football, my school team. I love watching F1. I play chess. Uh, I'm academically inclined towards economics and mathematics, while I also like to expand my knowledge on the topics in the world of investment and finance because I aspire to become an investment banker to work in the field of asset management. And yes, so that is why I've chosen IPM, and I'm very much grateful for this opportunity and look forward to the interview.
Okay. Kushal, you said you have interest in banking and finance and you want to become an investment banker. Don't you think the better plan would have been to choose finance as your stream and do your specialization in finance instead of choosing an integrated program?
Yes, ma'am. The investment banking field, exactly, you need to have really good networking. You have to have a very sharp personality. You have to have very good communication skills, very good people skills. So what I believe is that an institute like IM would really enhance these aspects of my personality. And apart from that, I also aim to complete MBA finance. And before that, I have in mind to earn the CFA charter, which is a very integral part for a career in finance analyst or any career regarding investment. So that is my plan.
Okay. I just have one reservation there, and you tell me how are you going to handle that. The program, IPM program, is a very rigorous program and it is going to be requiring all your focus. How do you intend to do an additional qualification with such a demanding program?
Yes, ma'am. I had that doubt too, and I did my research about it, and I have seen people do that with their BBA and their IPM. So yes, I don't have an exact plan, but I believe I can do it because others have done it too, and I believe I have the caliber and I can be disciplined enough to complete both the courses.
Okay, what was your percentage in 12th?
94.8, ma'am.
Okay, now tell me your strengths and weaknesses.
Ma'am, in my sense, I would say I have the ability to adapt to different situations because I have been in seven different schools throughout my education from first standard to 12th. And I have seen that I do not find it very difficult to adjust to different schools, different cities. I have never been left out. So I feel that I have this ability to adapt to different situations. Apart from that, I can remain calm and composed during situations which are not in my favor. For example, recently in the IPMAT Indore exam 2, I felt that the topics of the questions which were asked were not really my strengths, but I decided to remain calm and composed, and I, kept myself level-headed and did my best, and I have scored a decent marks too. So yes.
Okay, Kushal, in one word or few words, if I
Mhm.
ask you your greatest strength, just one, what would that be?
Ma'am, it would be my confidence.
And if I ask you to give me your weakness, what would that be?
Ma'am, a weakness would be that I have heard that stress is a great motivator. And however, I do not take a lot of stress or a lot of pressure in certain situations. So, which I feel would sort of deter my motivation in certain situations. So, I believe yes, being a bit relaxed in certain situations might be my weakness.
Okay. Tell me, given to the political scene in India in the current times, what is one thing that you do not agree with?
Hmm. Ma'am, one thing that I do not agree with is the prevalent sort of casteism in the political scenario right now. I have seen politicians and candidates trying to gain votes on the basis of sort of dividing castes, which I do not agree with, because the politicians should encourage the public to vote for them by uh, making sort of promises which they can do, which they can achieve for the country, and not dividing them on the basis of caste and aggravating the division in India, since India is a very diverse country, and it's not very wise to sort of aggravate those divisions by making
And
yes, ma'am.
and what would be one thing that you would do if you would want to change if you can?
Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't hear you.
I said, if
Pardon,
given
can you repeat
chance,
that?
there is one thing that you can change about the political scenario, what would that be?
Hmm. Ma'am, I believe the election committee which is selected should also be selected by an independent body. There was a recent law which was passed, which says that the commission selection committee is made up of the Chief Justice of India, the Prime Minister, and another opposition minister. I believe ministers should not be the one selecting the election committee. It should be an independent body, perhaps.
Okay. Last thing from my side, and that would be, what is your ambition in life? I know you told me investment banker. I'm not particularly talking about the career bit.
Hmm. Ma'am, my aspiration would be to sort of work for my country. I do not want to. I want to pursue a career in finance, but only inside my country, because I believe India is a growing market, and from that, I want to build my career and also help in the building of my country.
All right. That'll be all.
Hi
Thank you.
Kushal, you're from which particular place from New Bombay? You did not mention.
Nagma,
Uh,
it's
from which particular place from New Bombay? Vashi or Nerul or where exactly?
Khar-
Khargar. All
Khargar.
right. All right. Uh, so you also mentioned that it is the third cleanest city of India. Which are the top two ones?
Sir, I know Indore is the cleanest city.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, and the second one I can't recall right
Ideally,
now.
you
I'm
should be
sorry.
knowing because you're knowing the third one, right?
Yes, I have read the list, but I can't really recall at this point.
All right. No issues. Uh, so these days we are reading a lot about one story on Instagram, and
Hmm.
it says something around Rafah. What is it?
Hmm. Sir, Israel recently has launched a missile attack on, I believe, Rafah is in northern Gaza, which
Okay.
has also led to a missile attack on the refugee camps, which has resulted in a loss of countless innocent lives in Gaza, which was also being done before, but now it has been done on a very open, on a very large scale. And Israel has faced a lot of sort of backfire on this action. uh, Many influential figures, from celebrities to politicians to prime ministers of different European and Asian countries, are condemning this action of Israel and supporting the independent state of Palestine. And
So how
Israel
does this story
claims,
come in? I mean, what is the story? I mean, I just gave a hint to you, but what is the exact story?
Sorry, sir, I don't understand your question
So
exactly.
the question is, there is a story that's going on Instagram of, and everybody is joining that particular story, and the story says all eyes on Rafa. How
Hmm.
does this particular statement comes in? And where did it actually originate from?
Uh, I am not sure where the statement originated from, sir. I know the
Okay.
surrounding geopolitics.
All right, Kushal. My next question is, who won the Bharat Ratna this particular year? Any idea?
Bharat Ratna. Uh, no, sir, I cannot recall at this moment, sir.
Your subjects in standard 12th were?
Accounts, economics, mathematics, business studies, and English.
All right. So, any idea what are Veblen goods?
Sorry?
What are Veblen goods?
Babylon goods. Uh, no, sir, I cannot recall at this moment, sir.
No issues. Can you recall Giffen goods?
Yes, sir. Giffen goods are those goods which are inelastic to the price changes, price fluctuations, because they are sort of inferior goods. So the price fluctuations do not lead to a change in their demand.
Can you help me understand it more by giving an example?
Um An example would be, sir, bread. Bread is consumed, bread and salt. Bread and salt are consumed everywhere. They're very, consumed by every household, every consumer.
Hmm.
So a price fluctuation in consumers, in products like these wouldn't really affect their demand because they are uh, consumed by every household.
Right. Understood. Uh, there's a common question, and I usually ask this in my interviews. So just tell me if you have heard it somewhere, but I asked it from most of the account students. If your salary, uh, whenever you get salary, your message rings as your account is credited with this particular amount, right? But according to the golden rules of accountancy, you know,
Hmm.
it should ideally be debited. Why is it coming as credited?
Hmm.
Just think about it. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out, right? It is coming to you.
Yes.
Despite
Yes.
that, the message reads as your account is
Hmm.
credited with.
Right, sir. So, the banking industry here, it does not, in this particular context, it does not really follow the accounting context. It is sort of like credit literally refers to a sort of reward or something.
Why
So,
can't they
the
follow? I
bank,
mean, जब पूरा का पूरा जगत golden rules of accountancy
hmm.
follow कर रहा है तो बैंक क्यों नहीं करेगा follow? So you're wrong over here. Bank follows it.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay,
I
let's move
can't
on
really.
from here. My next question is the latest story that you have been following immensely. I'm talking about the headlines, news headlines.
Hmm.
I just want to know.
So the latest story would, of course, be the election scene in India and the Israel and Gaza uh, geopolitics scenario.
Okay. So it's the trend slogan of one of the parties, BJP, "Ab ki baar 400 par," right?
Mhm.
Which party actually got more than 400 seats in actual before this, and who was the ruling prime minister at that point of time in India?
Hmm. Sir, I'm not aware if any party has ever actually uh, sort of gained so many votes in one election, general election.
The last question from my side is an extempore. You can hold your thoughts for some time, take 30
Mm.
seconds before starting to answer this. And topic is uh, it is not the handsome salary, but the handsome deeds that decide the fate. It is not the handsome salary, but handsome deeds that decide the fate. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Sir, a person is not really defined by their net worth or the money that they are credited with in their bank account. Uh, it is the deeds that define a person. And these deeds are not just donating or being a charitable person, because not everybody, as I said, is you know has enough net worth to feed their friends and their family, fulfill their obligations, their responsibilities, and still donate. So it is the deeds, and these deeds involve uh, taking care of your uh, responsibilities towards your parents, your siblings, um, and as probably as you are earning man, you also have children, and if you are a woman, you have your husband, and so taking care of your neighborhood around you, not just in financial terms, but also helping out around the senior citizens, and perhaps any person with differently abled uh, issues. So it is these deeds, it is that make up your karma, that actually define you as a person. It is not the money that you have in your bank account. Because there are countless examples in the world where people with hefty fat bank accounts have not actually contributed towards the world. And while there are many who have not been financially well doing,
Thank you, Kushal. Thanks a
but
lot.
have had.
Thank you. Thanks a
All
lot.
right.
So I'll be giving you the
All
technical feedback first, because that would be it should ideally be the non-VC and body language feedback. Then we'll
right.
be then I'll be giving the chance to Renu ma'am to give you the feedback in and around the HR part. Then I'll be giving you about the technical part of the interview that you do. All right. So first is, we're primarily preparing for IPM Rohtak right now, but this was an interview that was taken so that you get your preparations done for other colleges also, like Symbiosis and Christ. So, uh, IIM Rohtak is calling you this time on the campus, right? So some suggestions I'll be
Mm.
giving you because it's an online interview. First, whenever you
All right.
get inside the room, at that point of time, you must ask them first, very politely. Whenever you're pulling the chair, before that, just ask them, should you be sitting or not? Okay. Get a good haircut done. That's also a suggestion from my side. Okay. You are having a wonderful smile, but you did not carry it throughout the interview. You were nervous, stressed
Mm.
immensely. That should not come out. Okay. That should not be your output. Come what may. Okay.
All right.
अगर ये
ठीक है.
स्माइल रखी होती तो इंटरव्यू का आउटपुट ही अलग होता पूरी तरीके से जो अभी तुमने स्माइल थोड़ी देर पहले दिखाई मुझे सो ये सबसे पहला फीडबैक और अगर कोई ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो तो यहाँ पे बैठ के नहीं दे सकते, यू हैव टू सिट इन इन फ्रंट ऑफ द प्लेन वॉल। विंडोज बिल्कुल विजिबल नहीं होनी चाहिए इस तरीके से। 2-3 बार नेटवर्क लैग भी हुआ, जो कि नहीं होना चाहिए। ये 2 सजेशन है। लाइट शुड बी कमिंग फ्रॉम फ्रंट, बिल्कुल सामने से आनी चाहिए। बॉडी मेरी देखो कितनी विजिबल है, तुम्हारी भी कम से
Alright.
कम इतनी विजिबल होनी चाहिए अगर कोई ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो तो। आई होप यू गेट दैट। ठीक है। सो
Yes,
दीज
sir,
आर
got it.
फ्यू ऑफ माई फीडबैक्स। ओके, ओवर टू यू रेणु मैम।
Oh,
Kushal, how do you feel? Kushal, right? How do you feel after the interview?
I was very nervous. To be honest, this is actually the first time I'm actually giving a real interview, mock. So yes, I was nervous, and yeah, I could have done better, especially in the extempore part. And yes, but yeah, I could have done better.
Okay. Uh, Another adding to what Rahul sir had said, I'll give you one more advice. Before you sit for your final interview, be it in person or be it online, just look at yourself in the mirror and see if there is something which does not go well. So
Hmm.
at this point of time, when I see you have buttoned up your shirt, but you have not put on a tie. So if you are not putting on a tie, it is not necessary that you do the top button thing.
All right, ma'am.
Open it. Okay. Or wear a tie. You
Okay.
get that? It just does not, it is not pleasing to the eye. So that's the reason I'm saying you will, if you look at yourself, you will realize something is amiss. Address that. So it could be your hairstyle, it could be the sleeves, the fit of the shirt, whatever. Just do the pleasing eye test in the mirror and go forward. That's one. Secondly, your answers were really nice. They were little disconnected at few places where you could have formulated them better.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, that is the reason why we always say that you practice your answers beforehand. Otherwise, how it appears that you are gathering the thoughts and then you are putting them across. Like at one point, I asked you about what is it that you would want to change. Okay,
Hmm.
so it was very nice. You said that election committee should not be given by uh, the ruling party and all that. You should have structured it better in the sense reciting the current situation and how you can change it. And then there was the ambition bit where I asked you what is your ambition, and you said that you want to work for your country. Now, perfect plan. You said work for my country, and then you said you want to be the investment banker. Now, either you say this, that I have a desire of working for my country, and since I am from the finance background, I am going to work for my country. Or say this, that this is my ambition and it gives me the advantage to work for my country because India in some time is also going to be it's going to be a growing economy. So ये disconnect था कि या तो country के लिए काम करोगे या फिर अपने लिए काम करोगे। तो कहीं पे कनेक्ट तो चाहिए कि मैं अपने लिए काम करूंगा और मेरे पास एडवांटेज है कि मेरी कंट्री भी ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी है, और I am going to be working for my country, and the advantage that I have is that it itself is going to give the better opportunities.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Got it. Hmm.
Another thing, आपके strengths और weaknesses का जो part था, it was jumbled up. Like, it sounded like an essay instead of it sounding like a live interview point wise. You're supposed to list, if you ask me to recall what three or what two strengths or weaknesses you gave, I it did not register what you were talking about. So that's the reason I asked you in the end कि एक बताओ मुझे एक word में या दो word में. So
Okay.
don't give the interviewer that chance to come to you with something like this. You'll have to be very, very precise. And one sentence should lead to the other sentence, but it should be clear that it has started and it has ended here.
All right, ma'am. Got it.
Okay? And yes, you have a very, very pleasant smile and good face. Please use it.
Hold on, I
ठीक है,
will.
मुस्कुराने के नंबर नहीं कटते हैं, लेकिन अगर मुस्कुराओगे नहीं तो खड़ूस लगोगे. डोंट डू दैट, और नर्वस लगोगे.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Few things from my side also. So I felt तुम थोड़े अनप्रिपेयर्ड हो या सेमी प्रिपेयर्ड हो, मतलब प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट ही कल करी है ऐसा लग रहा था, और
कल मैंने
स्क्रिप्ट
recently.
रिसेंटली करी है. अच्छा, स्क्रिप्ट बनाई हुई है एचआर आंसर्स की?
Ongoing preparation है सर. Introduction बनाया है. Strengths and weaknesses I'm still working. That's why I kind of jumbled there.
That's what we felt. That was not structured at all. So
Hmm.
you had everything in mind, but not on paper. एंड जब तक वो पेपर नहीं आएगा तब तक स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं होगा, और जब तक वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं होगा वो अच्छा साउंड नहीं करेगा. ये चीज क्लियर है, ठीक है.
Okay.
दूसरी चीज, आई फेल्ट दैट यू नो पोटेंशियल यहाँ पर, इंटरव्यू आउटपुट यहाँ पर, उसके पीछे रीजन क्लियरली विजिबल था. दो तीन चीजें, यू मस्ट बी राइटिंग, प्रिपरेशंस नहीं है. So you must be knowing about the demography, you must be knowing about the geography. तुम न्यू बॉम्बे से हो, इन एंड अराउंड क्या चीजें हैं. अगर तुम खुद ये कह रहे हो एक स्टेटमेंट में कि इट्स द थर्ड क्लीनेस्ट सिटी ऑफ इंडिया, then certainly you're inviting an interviewer to ask you in and around about the cleanest cities. तुमने खुद इनवाइट किया, मैंने नहीं किया, तुमने ये चीज बोली तो. दूसरी चीज, यू मस्ट बी सीइंग दी मैप्स एंड ज्योग्राफी, और तुम्हें सब ये चीजें पता होनी चाहिए. कहीं ना कहीं मुझे ये भी लगा कि ट्वेल्थ की बुक्स को ब्रश अप नहीं किया है, क्योंकि जब तुम गिफिन गुड्स का आंसर दे रहे थे तुम बहुत सोच रहे थे उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर. हाँ, आंसर सही निकला, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं अगर वो थोड़ा सा ब्रश किया होता ना तो थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ जाता उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर. आई डोंट नो वेबलिन गुड्स पढ़ा है कि नहीं पढ़ा है, वो उसी का ऑपोजिट है. वेबलिन गुड्स लग्जरी गुड्स में आता है, ठीक है. तो वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं दे पाया. मैं, मुझे लगा शायद महाराष्ट्र बोर्ड में कवर नहीं होता होगा.
Okay.
हाँ, तो क्वेश्चन वहीं से था, लेकिन उसका आंसर नहीं दे पाए थे. इसके अलावा बहुत सारी चीजें मिस हो रही हैं. करंट अफेयर्स डाउन है, स्टैटिक जीके डाउन है. थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर बेटा काम करके आना पड़ेगा, ऐसे नहीं जाएगी चीजें, है ना. तो क्लासेस जितनी हमने दी हैं अभी, 10-10 11-11 घंटे बैठकर पढ़ाई कर, जो तीनों क्लासेस देख ली मेरी वाली जो हमने अपलोड करी है.
YouTube, right, sir?
नो नो नो, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द बैच क्लासेस.
I'll have to check the recording, sir, क्योंकि मेरे को वो मिल नहीं रही थी. मैंने
तो ये
मैसेज
अपनी
भी किया
मेंटर
था.
से बात करो बेटा. आई मीन देखो, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. मेंटर से बात करो, उनको परेशान कर दो बिल्कुल इस पॉइंट
हाँ,
ऑफ
मैंने
टाइम
मैसेज
पर.
किया था सर.
हाँ, एंड अभी तुम्हारी जरूरत है, और अगर क्लासेस नहीं देख के आओगे तो यही आउटपुट आएगा फिर. हमने हर चीज स्ट्रक्चर करके दी है ना. तो क्लासेस देख के आओगे ना तो बिल्कुल आउटपुट अलग आ जाएगा, बिल्कुल बदल के आओगे. नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू में क्लासेस देख के आनी है, मेरा फीडबैक बहुत स्ट्रांग है. रेनू मैम इज ऑल्सो राइटिंग द स्टफ राइट नाउ, एंड विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू द रिटन फीडबैक. ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर आईपीएमएट रोहतक इंटरव्यू.